Sajiv, Tata Motors, yes, it's marching towards a new all-time high, but the big story on Tuesday was Tata Motors DVR, and there is a buzz that Tata Motors DVR soon could be listed on NYSE. Would you buy that buzz?
Well, we bought the DVR, Nikunj. I think that's the way you would look at it. I mean, if you're buying on these news flows, if it comes out, it's obviously good for the stock, but you clearly saw a sharp run-up in the DVR yesterday. And the DVR, since the 115, 120 levels, has outperformed the stock quite considerably. So it's definitely a great exposure to investors who want to buy maybe a smaller quantity or invest smaller amounts. And with the fact that that's trading around 150 and the stock's trading around 270, any move in percentages will obviously give a bigger return on the DVR. So for sure, the momentum is there. From an investment perspective, we would frankly look to take a little bit of profits because it's up around 20-25% from where we entered. But if there's a correction again back to 135, 140 levels, then again from an investment perspective I would buy. But from a trader's perspective, you stay long and just increase your stop loss to maybe 145, 150 levels.
Sajiv, hi, morning. What about ONGC and the floor price that the EGOM has said? Does it seem like, A, the premium of 2.3% to the CMP is justified, given that with crude prices being high, the subsidy is only going to go up?
Yeah, there's no doubts that ONGC is a great company, and it would have done a lot better if it wasn't for the subsidy problems. I think it's more or less a taken that the auction process will go through quite smoothly, otherwise the government probably wouldn't have gone ahead. The 290 price, it's only a slight premium to the market price, and realistically if any institution wanted to buy that sort of quantity, they'd have to pay a bit of a premium to the current market price. So I don't think there's going to be any problems on that. It's a good sentiment booster for the markets. The ONGC stock price likely to remain firm over the next few days, which will help the cause of the Nifty and the Sensex. So I don't see anything going wrong with it. The only a lot of bullish voices on the stock is that with that subsidy burden, you just don't know what the government might do. If the company could freely price its products and give the proper value to the shareholders, then the stock price is worth double the current prices. The problem is that at any time the government might do something and you might see the stock underperform again, but in the short term it's likely to remain above the 290, 300 sort of price range.
Sajiv, capital goods stroke machinery stocks in the past, they have suffered because of two factors. A, high commodity prices. B, lack of order book visibility. But the NTPC 9,600 crore order is due to open today. After this order, is it time to revisit capital goods stocks?
Well, I think, Nikunj, again, if you did that over the last month or so, then you'll be reaping the benefits. Stocks like BHEL, L&T, were at prices where they look very attractive. A lot of negative news had been factored in. But the stocks have run up 20% plus over the last 1 month. So if you're buying again, I think you're relying on a lot of positive news flow still to come. You're relying on generally the markets to remain positive in sentiment. And the fact that this NTPC order is there, yes, it's again a sentiment booster. But from our perspective, again, as an investor who had bought earlier, we would look to take some profits. But if you're a trader, again, it's momentum play, and you can probably still go long and buy on the dips. But if interest rates start to come down in April, that'll be another boost for the capital goods sector. And with fund flows the way they're coming in at the moment, stocks like L&T, BHEL, etc. will remain in focus. But will they outperform and go up another 20% from the current levels in the short run? I think that's a bit difficult.